The Biden administration is keeping a close eye on the presidential election in Nigeria. The country has been plagued by Christian persecution, including the murder and kidnapping of Catholic priests. President Joe Biden recently called on voters there to remain peaceful and patient as their ballots are tallied. White House Correspondent Owen Jensen questioned an administration official about it and has more. Owen.
Tracy, good evening to you. Yesterday I spoke just briefly, with National Security Council spokesman John Kirby right here outside our tent on the North Lawn about this past weekend's elections in Nigeria, a country where the pontifical charity Aid to the Church in Need says in the last few years alone, more than 7,600 Christians have been killed. Ask you a question there. Owen Jensen, EWTN. Near the West Wing Monday afternoon, I asked National Security Council spokesman John Kirby about the elections in Nigeria. The country is plagued by a sluggish economy, violence, and widespread impoverishment. Christians are also under assault. What's the administration's message to Christians who are being persecuted in Nigeria?
There should be no doubt where we stand on violence and persecution against any person of faith for whatever reason. Clearly that's unacceptable.
Meanwhile, President Joe Biden's student debt relief plan, the Supreme Court hearing arguments today. Outside the High Court, supporters of the proposal.
And we need to let them know again that today is a great day to cancel student debt. And we will not be subdued because of some sham lawsuits and partisan politics.
But Republican presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy tweeted, "What we are seeing here is the oldest trick in the book. Joe Biden is bribing people for their votes in exchange for help with student loan debt. This is rooted in a deeper problem, and that is the Department of Education." Also, President Biden flew to Virginia Beach, Virginia today to talk U.S. health care, warning Republicans will try to make spending cuts to it, with the GOP pushing back, calling that assertion partisan rumors and political theater. Also tonight, President Biden is nominating Julie Su to be the nation's next labor secretary. The current secretary, Marty Walsh, is leaving that job for another job to lead the NHL Players Association. Su is currently the department's deputy. Of course, she'll need Senate confirmation first to get that job. At the White House, Owen Jensen, EWTN News Nightly.